Let's cut through the noise for a second. The internet is drowning in flashy advice. It's either to start a side hustle, drop shipping today, launch a brand using AI, chase some overnight success blueprint, and somehow every so-called simple work from home job gets turned into a full business model. But maybe that's not what you want. Maybe you just want a real remote job, something you can quietly do at night, get paid well, and then you log off without trying to become an entrepreneur or build an online empire. And let's say you have tried to get this real quiet remote jobs you can silently do at night, but you are tired of hearing the same recycled job advice: customer service today, chat support, Amazon Ds, data entry remote jobs that are all over the internet. Then listen closely. The truth is, those jobs that you seek exist, and they are not just being talked about. They are not your usual glamorous, your regular hype type of jobs, but they are legit. They pay surprisingly well. They are remote, and most people haven't even discovered them yet. Or maybe they are stuck with searching with the traditional names. So today, I'm breaking down 8 of these underrated but quiet remote night jobs that no one is talking about. No trend chasing, no hypes, and no fake or get rich quick fantasies. We will discuss what these jobs actually do, what you can earn from them, where you can find them. But first, let me put a quick disclaimer here. If you are looking for a get rich quick scheme, then you've clicked the wrong video. But if you are looking for a remote career that you can build, or a remote job you can do silently at night as a night owl, an introvert, or a stay-at-home mom who wants to take care of your family and still earn by the side, then let's get into it. First up is AI incident response or AI monitoring specialist. An AI incident response specialist is responsible for watching over AI systems to ensure they run safely, correctly, and without causing harm or major disruptions. They act as the first line of defense when something goes wrong with the AI model or say the automation system. AI models run 24/7, and companies need real humans like you and I watching them overnight to make sure nothing weird happens. Night shifts are usually lighter in activity but higher in responsibility because fewer engineers and managers are available to do this job. Now, your job is to monitor dashboards, flag monitoring batch jobs, automated, overnight processes. You review output quality. You are writing detailed reports for the morning team and escalating any issues in the engineering or safety team. This job didn't exist on a global scale a few years ago. But as more companies deploy AI tools 24/7, they need people to monitor things overnight. And so the demand for this role is gradually exploding. Now, the average pay is usually between the range of $25 to $60 per hour, depending on the company, your experience level, and the shift time that you have picked. When searching for this role, don't stick to the traditional names that you know. Search for roles like AI monitoring, AI safety assistant, AI quality specialist, AI incident response, and you can find these roles in AI startup companies, those SaaS companies, data labeling firms, like platforms like Wellfound, Glassdoor, and LinkedIn. They often put up these roles. So you could go there and make a search for this role using those names that I have suggested. Next is e-commerce flash sale and night operations manager. Black Friday just concluded, and so also is a lot of Christmas sales, a lot of flash sales on different sites. February will be here and we'll be talking about Valentine. There is Mother's Day, Father's Day sales, a lot of sales, seasonal sales that come up. Now, there are people who make sure back end that everything goes okay when you wake up to, place those orders at night. And that is exactly what an e-commerce flash sale and night operations manager does. Your job majorly is to keep the e-commerce store running smoothly overnight. You monitor checkout performance when people make their order. You handle order issues. You coordinate with warehouse and keep sales flowing during the peak time zones. Stores that usually sell globally need someone awake during, the US, UK, or Asia nighttime hours, especially during flash sales. Yet, this kind of job rarely gets spotlighted. The pay range for this role is usually between $20 to $40 per hour, depending on the store volume, and your experience. Now, when searching for this role, search for remote operations assistant, look for terms like flash sale coordinator. Apart from direct brands, career pages or platforms such as Reed, Indeed, LinkedIn also post this kinds of roles. Remote job number 3 is the API health and uptime monitoring specialist. On this job, your job is to watch a simple dashboard overnight just to make sure that software systems stay online. If something goes down, you send alert, you document the issue and escalate them to the tech team. The skills you need for this job is your basic computer navigation, your fast communication, your willingness to respond to alert. These skills are what will stand you out for this job. Now, the typical pay for this role is between the range of $33 to $40 per hour for many L2, L3 remote night shift support roles, depending on, the tech stack and your level. Now, when searching for this role, I would advise you use terms like uptime monitoring, API status specialist, night shift IT support. Don't stick to the traditional names. That's the point. And you find this role on platforms like Indeed. If you go to support.com and Working Nomads, you should find these roles available there. Remote night shift number 4 is the cybersecurity or SOC support analyst, the night shift one, right? In this role, you are basically working in a security operations center and you'll be working overnight, monitoring alerts, analyzing suspicious activity, logging incidents, and notifying the senior cybersecurity analyst. Cybersecurity is a 24/7 need globally, especially with AI. And many junior SOC positions don't require a degree and offer training, especially for the night shifts. Night shift SOC jobs offer stable pay, a skill growth path, and are often remote friendly. Now, the pay range for this role is between $70,000 to $150,000 annually. Now, this is depending on whether it's a level 1 or a level 2 support. When searching for this term, look for terms like SOC analyst, remote night shift, cybersecurity monitoring, security operations center support, and platforms like Cybersec jobs, Ontress, CrowdStrike career pages, like these ones I'm showing, offer opportunities for this kind of roles. So please, you can go into the site, use those terms that I've mentioned, and search for this role. At number 5 is podcast production and scheduling assistant. In this role, you're basically working as a remote assistant for podcasters, content creators, or media companies. You're basically editing their audio, uploading their latest episodes, writing show notes, scheduling release so content is ready for morning time zones, or you are prepping their content overnight. As podcast and digital content grow globally, creators often outsource the back-end jobs, and overnight help can be a lifesaver for morning release in other time zones. The pay range is usually between $15 to $35. This is depending on your editing skills or your workload. And when you're searching for this kind of roles, look for keywords such as, say, podcast assistant, audio editing, remote jobs, overnight content schedulers, and you can find these on platforms such as LinkedIn, Upwork, Fiverr, they post this kind of gigs. Many companies have now come to understand the power of social media in this new world. And as they have come to this realization, so also as the demand for someone to manage these social media pages have increased. And this is where the remote night job number 6 comes in, and that would be a global community manager. Your role is to manage social media communities, forum or brand engagement for global audiences. You'll basically be replying to comments or messages overnight, moderating discussions, scheduling posts so global followers stay engaged, organizing community events across, different time zones. For brands with global audience, having someone active at night keeps the engagement strong. This is a role often overlooked, maybe because it doesn't require so much technical skills, but you can be paid decently. The pay range is usually between $20 to $30 per hour, and you can find this role using keywords as night shift community managers, remote moderators, global engagement managers, social media moderator, and you can find these jobs on platforms like Mod Squad. The social elements also sometimes have roles like this. Now, let's talk about being a logistic tracking and night operations coordinator. If you're looking for that remote job that you can do at night, then this one is one of it. Your job is mainly coordinating shipments, tracking freight or courier operations overnight, dating carriers, handling exceptions or delays, communicating across time zones to ensure 24/7 operations. As global shipping and international supply chain runs across time zones, companies often need remote night shift coordinator to keep things moving when their office is asleep. The pay range falls between $18 to $40 per hour, but this is depending on your responsibilities, your experience, and complexity. Now, platforms such as Total Jobs, Flex Jobs, and indeed, freight and logistics companies have this kind of roles. Okay, if you enjoy providing support to people, either through email, chat, or even phone calls, then you will like this one, because that is basically what an after-hour or a nighttime B2B customer success support agent does. In this role, your job is to provide customer support, onboarding, or success support for B2B clients overnight or outside the normal working hours. B2B here stands for business to business. This role is very useful for companies with clients in different time zones. Tasks includes handling urgent support tickets, monitoring dashboards, giving clients assistance, and ensuring service continuity. The pay range is usually between $25 to $50 per hour, depending on the client type, the shift responsibilities, and all. So these are not static, pays. Your experience, your expertise, and all determining how much you earn from these roles. You can find this job using keywords as night customer success, after hours support. Platforms like We Work Remotely, LinkedIn are good places to search for these roles. Now, the truth is, there are lots of these remote night shift jobs. I have just mentioned but a few. Like I've said, this is not a get-rich scheme. It would involve you also doing a bit of a research, taking your time to search for those roles, and also polishing yourself to grow in the role, and you gradually earn from there. But if you're looking for more of this, remote night jobs, just put in the comment section remote night jobs and the type of jobs you are looking for, and I will do a search and come back here to feed you back on them. If you're looking for where to start and grow in your remote careers, then you should see this video up here. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more remote job tips and job leads, and I will definitely see you in the next. Ciao.